Hello folks, it's the DIY Woodworker here again. It's been a little over 2 weeks since my last video. Moved to South Texas for the mild winters, but here about 2 weeks and 3 days ago it decided to get cold and stay cold now. I know my northern tiered friends are going to laugh at me when I say cold when I'm talking about 30 and 40 degree temperatures, but for when it's normally 70 degrees this time of the year and it's 30, 32, 31, 29 degrees, that's cold for us boys. And I have an unheated garage that I work out of, so haven't been out, haven't been able to do anything. That being said, when I last left you, I was demonstrating my door here and how I put the hinges on it and mounted it to the cabinet. As you can see, the hinges have been removed. I don't know what I did wrong or where I went wrong, but the doors just would not lay correctly. Wouldn't lay flat, wouldn't lay at all. It was just a mess. I'm suspecting that when I put this banding on this plywood, there may have been enough of a difference in the thickness between the banding and the plywood to mess up the hinges, because they rested half on the banding and half on the plywood. I don't know, that's just a wild guess on my part, but be that as it may, whatever it was, the solution in my mind was to rip them off and do it all over again. As you can see, my cabinet is laying here on its back. I've got 4 doors mounted on it now. They all lay correctly, they all open and close pretty nicely. What I need to do now is get my instructions out on the hinge adjustment and be able to adjust my gaps and to get my cabinet doors lined up. This one's pretty good. This one's off about 1/8 of an inch, but I need to figure out which way to turn the screws, left, right, up, down, whichever way it goes, to get these things to line up straight. And I have about a 1/4 inch gap between these doors, and what I'm contemplating doing is maybe putting a 1x2 here in the middle for these doors to sit on. That will make the opening much smaller. And now if I look at it, I probably won't do that. I'll just have a little gap in the doors, but again, that doesn't matter. Make that big a difference, I don't think. Whew, excuse me, sweat's just rolling off my face. I don't know how it can be so cool out here. It's about 55 degrees right now, which is cool for us in South Texas, folks. Don't laugh, but sweat's just rolling off. But anyhow, that's what I did. I took care of this over the last day or two. I recut all my doors. I didn't do any banding on them. I just took the plywood and cut them to, measured my distance, divided it in half, and then added a 1/2 inch on each end for the 1/2 inch overlay of the door. And of course, the 1/2 inch overlay, I measured the width, the top to bottom of the cabinet, and added 1 inch, get a 1/2 inch overlay on the top and a 1/2 inch overlay on the bottom. So the door's got a 1/2 inch overlay all the way around and about a 1/4 inch gap here in the door here. So what I'm doing, I've got to line these up. This isn't straight here for some reason. I don't know why it's not straight. It should be, because the cabinet's square, but I'll try and figure that out later. It's wider at the bottom than it adheres to the top between the 2 doors here in the middle of the cabinet. I don't know why that is either, so we'll try and figure that out and see where I went wrong. But for now, that's it. Just a short video today to let you know that I hadn't gone away. It's just been too dang cold for these old bones to work out in the garage. So that's it for now. I went back and restudied my videos that I have from some Sommerfeld Tools about how to install these things. And I had painted these and then put the hinges in. They say put the hinges in, remove the screws, pull the hinges out, leave the post in the holes, paint your doors, and then put the screws back in and do it that way. So again, a comedy of errors. I don't know if that had anything to do why my doors wouldn't lay straight, lay right. But these seem to be okay. I'm satisfied with them. I just got to do a little bit of tweaking here and there to get some alignment problems worked out. And as soon as I figure out what that is, what's causing that, we'll be okay. This cabinet will be, other than painting, I can call this cabinet finished. I need to do some painting. I was going to paint it before I put it on the wall because it's such a huge cabinet. I'm going to paint it on the ground. What I'm going to do is put it up on my sawhorses, get it up elevated because of my bad back. I can't be bending over and painting. I'll get it up here on my sawhorses and paint top, bottom, and side and let that dry, and then flip it and paint the top and whatever's left. Take the doors off, paint them, get it all painted. Once it's painted, then it'll be time to mount this thing on the wall. I know earlier in one of the videos I said I was going to use a French cleat mounting system. Well, I got so carried away putting my bracing on the back of my cabinet. I didn't cut my 45 degrees into the board that I need for a French cleat. So what I'm going to do is make what I call a modified French cleat. I'm going to take a couple of pieces of ply, get one about 2 or 3 inches wide, and put another piece about 6 inches wide, and glue and screw those together, mount those on the wall, and then set the boards on the back, set them down over that, and it'll be like a French cleat. It'll do the same, basically same thing. It'll capture the back boards here. I'm going to do it along the top and along the middle, and I think that'll be enough, the full length of the cabinet, to hold it to the wall. So they'll be, like I say, I'll glue and screw those boards together. Then I'll take those boards and anchor bolt them to the wall. They're not going to go anywhere. And then I'll slide this cabinet up, over and down onto those mounting system, for lack of a better word, and have it mounted on the wall. As you know, all garages floors aren't level. They're higher in the back and lower in the front for water runoff and everything. So I'm going to pick me up a little inexpensive laser unit and shoot me a laser on that wall to get me a level straight line at 4 feet off the floor. The highest part up here will be 4 feet off the floor, and use that to gauge where the cabinet gets mounted on the wall. So that'll be coming shortly in the next video or two. But in the meantime, I just wanted to do an update and let you know that I haven't died, I haven't gone away, and I haven't quit. Just slow, like I told you earlier. It seems like this cold weather's over with. The weatherman's forecasting moderating and warming temperatures. And toward the end of the week, middle of next week, we should be back up to near normal temperatures, which will be in the low to mid 70s for this part of the country. So then we'll be back out in the garage full time working. So just wanted to say hello, let you know that I was working and that wasn't doing nothing. It does look better already. I'm more satisfied with these doors. What I was trying to get away with doing the banding was when you put an edge on these doors, it cuts through the ply. But again, that's not going to matter because I'm going to paint these things. I'm going to prime them and paint them so you won't see that different plies anyway. So it really won't make that big a difference. So don't know what I was thinking, but I do weird things from time to time. So for now, that's all. This is the DIY woodworker. Signing off. We'll talk to you later.